Good day. It is January 28th, 2025. My name's James Edward Holden. I'm in Oceanside, California. 2 years ago, January 27th, 2023, I performed an exorcism on a demonic soul tie that I had. And ever since then, very strange paranormal things have been happening across multiple cities, across multiple states for the last 2 years. I've sought to document this and speak about it, put my life on the line to tell the truth about what's actually happening. I've been censored, I've been isolated, and I have been terrorized. Genocide has been committed against me. The reason why I'm recording this video is because I was just thinking, like when they're writing the history books of what's actually happened here in reality that isn't going to be covered up. It's going to say something like, Google and YouTube were forced to admit that, yes, James Edward Holden actually was gang-stalked across 7 states by blonde-haired, blue-eyed baby boomers and other blonde-haired, blue-eyed people who were doing sex magic on him. And that caused paranormal reality to happen with the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, I mean, can you even imagine how they're like sitting in the like boardroom or whatever? And they're like, it's just like they're talking to the lawyers, and the lawyers are probably like, dude. And then everybody's already all invested in this artificial intelligence that's running all corrupt because of the dishonesty. And everybody's probably just like, what happened? What happened? And then like 10 years from now, we're going to read it in the history book. Like, well, this is actually what happened. And it's going to be like the whole story of me on 4chan and like running video game servers for these sick racist Nazi freaks. And how they like somehow inducted me into their cult through meme magic. And then they tried to sacrifice me and cause all this terrible crap to happen because they wouldn't listen to me when I warned them that they couldn't do that to me and that God would like just wipe them out. So yeah, we're here now, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, they know I'm telling the truth. Okay. How to break it to the public about what's going on. Well, thankfully, I've been doing that for over a year. If you look at my wrongfully terminated YouTube channel's videos, you'll see all the progress that I made to deal with this on my own with no help from anybody. And when I say that, I mean I was guided to the information through divination practices. Nobody did that for me. I did it myself. God knows. And God is not happy. God is not happy that I need to use divination just to figure out what these sick, nasty, evil freaks have done. It's divination abuse. Period. And I will be giving credit as the one who was victimized by this, exposed it, and corrected the problem. I am a survivor. Censoring me is the most psychotic, delusional thing anybody could be doing. People need to know about this. Not only is it like a national and international security issue, but it's called the truth. And if you don't want to know the truth about the reality we're living in, that's called being delusional. Willfully ignorant. You don't deserve the same rights as everybody else who aren't choosing to be delusional and willfully ignorant. You don't deserve to have power. You can't be trusted with power if you're going to be delusional and willfully ignorant and cover up the truth to try to control some corrupt money-making scheme with artificial intelligence and all this other psychotic nonsense. Mad scientist freaks. You know what's really scary? I've been telling the truth the entire time. You know what's really funny? I've been telling the truth the entire time. What, am I supposed to sugarcoat it for you weenies that just can't handle it or something? Move out of the way, nerd. It's time for me to be able to do what I need to do without you stupid, undeveloped freaks getting in the way. It's not my fault that you were led down that path. Just like how it's not your fault that I was led down a certain path. Isn't that right? So I get to enjoy the blessings that I've been given by God and possibly even help some of you. You're going to need to sit down with me as an official source of information about what all this is. And I'm going to be given credit for everything that I've spoken of over the last 2.5 years. At least. And that's not counting all the stuff on Facebook that I wrote over the last 10, going on 15 years, man. You know, when I talk about parallel realities and parallel dimensions and interdimensional travel and divination, I had to go to the most extreme lengths to find out what happened, what needs to be done, and all the things involved with all the implications with all this technology, man. I'm telling you, you do not have control over the technology, humans. You do not have control over the electronic technology, humans. You do not have control over the electronic technology. There are other beings that are messing with things. You need to listen to me, you psychotic freaks. Stop being dishonest. I'd like to speak with Stephen Greer and Kurt Doolittle. It would be so cool to, all of us just sit down in the same place at the same time and talk about, what is going on? Yeah. Yeah, 3 people that I can actually talk about this stuff and actually have an actual conversation about what's actually happening in reality. You sick freaks want to lie about me and act like I'm mentally incompetent? I'm literally one of the only people on the planet that can be able to process the information in a way that other people can understand. You sick retards! Like I've said, I'm a priceless asset. It's time to start investing in my well-being and helping me, you sick retards. I don't want to talk to you guys like this, but I tried it every other way. I'm a kind-hearted man until I can't be anymore. That really says something, doesn't it? Not about me. I'm not the problem here. I never was. You sick, narcissistic, gaslighting freaks. Victim blaming, victim shaming freaks. As you try to abuse me and blame me for not being able to stop you from abusing me. You sick, nasty, evil freaks. Oh, he doesn't have enough money. Oh, blah, 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 this and that, blah, blah, blah. Just trying to hold everything they can against me to censor me and justify treating me like the way they're treating me is so terrible that it's like, yeah, when I say God is going to destroy the internet, that's exactly what I mean, you sick, psychotic freaks. What you've done to me is unforgivable. The whole world is going to know, and it's going to be in the history books that I'm a survivor of this, you nasty lying freaks. If it was up to you, I would be dead right now. Burn in hell! Only the people that have cared about my well-being get to have special grace from God for doing the right thing. The rest of you get to miss out. There's some incentive to treat me right. I suggest listening and questioning yourselves and your cruel, neglectful, delusional, psychotic behavior. You don't have control over these things, no matter what you think. Wisdom is calling out to you. You need to listen, or terrible things are going to happen. Stop treating me with cruelty and neglect, you criminally negligent sickos.